Were the ancient Egyptians black Africans? Is the resurrection of the civilization of the ancient Egyptians on the Negro human race? Is the Egyptian civilization an African civilization? How pure is the human race in Egypt? Are the Egyptians, as a human race, a branch of the African Negro race, or a branch of the Arab race? To know the answer to all these questions, follow me. I'm Nazi Suleiman, an Egyptian archaeologist. I'm going to tell you more about the Afrocentric. Please stay with me. Afrocentrism reached its peak in the 1980s and 1990s. Today it is primarily associated with Cheikh Anta Diop, John Henrik Clarke, Ivan van Sertima and Molefi Asante et al. Realistically, we can consider Afrocentric as an African campaign to fight European colonialism and reject racism against black Africans in America and Europe. But in practice, we find a lot of suspicions hovering around this African organization. The biggest of these doubts is the attempt to distort the ancient Egyptian civilization and to try to attribute it to Africans of Negro origins in a way that is not true. In the 90s of the last century, the book of Cheikh Anta Diop appeared, which claims that the owners of the Egyptian civilization are black Africans. But this book was just the beginning. Over the past 20 years, many misleading and false hypotheses have emerged that threaten Egyptian national security. And many attempts that try to sow discord among the Egyptians in general and try to attribute the Egyptian civilization to one category of the Egyptian people and not others. Today, Africans are trying to attribute the Egyptian civilization to them. It is a miserable attempt to show the world that they have an ancient civilization like the civilization of the Egyptian pharaohs. But the question that always rises is, what is the relationship between the ancient Egyptians and the Africans? Since at least 3250 BC, black African mercenary soldiers appeared in the army of the city of Hierakonpolis. The archaeological context of the cemetery in Hierakonpolis shows that the ancient Egyptians did not allow in any way that these mercenary soldiers be buried alongside the Egyptians in the same cemetery. And in the year 3150 BC, Egypt became one country as we know it today, and it had a central government headed by a king who had a divine right to rule the land of the Nile. The second king of Egypt in the era of the beginning of the dynasties, King Horoha, left us the memory of his victory over the black Africans, their discipline, and their expulsion far from the southern borders of Egypt at the First Cataract. In the Old Kingdom, many senior officials and provincial governors left us texts telling us about their military campaigns to Sudan and other cities in Africa to discipline and tax them. Likewise, the scenes of the tombs of the nobles in the Old Kingdom show the clear difference between the captive Africans, who were portrayed in Negro forms, with thick lips, and flattened noses, and the Egyptians, who were depicted with special appearances, pointed noses, and light skin. In the era of the Middle Kingdom, the kings of Egypt carried out dozens of military campaigns against the Africans, and they also established many forts in Egyptian Nubia and even the Second Cataract to protect the land of Egypt. The kings of the Middle Kingdom left us many paintings and inscriptions that commemorate their victory over the African shepherds, until King Senusret III mentioned that he had eliminated all the revolutionaries in Kush. In about 1650 BC the Hyksos invaded Egypt, and in the aftermath there was chaos. Tombs were robbed, temples were robbed, people were brutally murdered. The Egyptians tried many times to expel the Hyksos and lost many martyrs and heroes. The expulsion of the Hyksos from the land of Egypt was delayed for a long period of time due to the help of black Africans to the Hyksos against Egypt. After the expulsion of the Hyksos from Egypt during the reign of King Ahmose, the eyes of the Egyptian army turned towards black Africa until it was completely controlled and Kush became governed by the Egyptian viceroy of Kush. With the beginning of the 25th dynasty, the Egyptian community that lived in Kush returned, and one of the members of this community became king of Egypt. This community lived for several generations in Kush and built many pyramids and tombs for the Egyptians who ruled Kush and its neighboring regions. Today, these Africans are trying to attribute this civilization, which they have lived their entire lives in setting up hostility and fighting against, to themselves. Finally, the skeletal remains in Egypt from prehistoric times until today testify to the purity of the human race in ancient Egypt. Here, by purity, we mean the genomic stability of genetic factors, the predominance of the dominant gene, and its control over the genetic elements. The skeletal remains in the cemeteries of Egypt also testify that the modern Egyptian is the true heir of the ancient Egyptian genome. In a more precise sense, the ancient Egyptian and the modern do not belong to either of the Negro race or to the Arab race, even if secondary intermarriage occurred between this or that. The nature of the land of Egypt, surrounded by nature, the western desert from the west, the Mediterranean Sea from the north, the Red Sea Mountains from the east, and the Nile valleys from the south. All of this was the reason for preserving the Egyptian genome and transmitting it through the generations until today. Finally, it is not wrong to be a modern people with no past, but it is wrong to try to steal my history and civilization and attribute them to yourself. Dr. Nazi Suleiman was with you. Thank you for listening. And I wish you a good day. Hope we meet in a new video next week.